halflings into an interesting color wheel, I guess. I don't love this sort of color wheel. I find that chaos magicians really struggle with gray in the game. Um, I also think that dwarves are kind of unfriendly to swarmlings in the east, so this should be interesting. Swarmlings place like their second dwelling after halflings, and they also act before halflings. So I think that this is like a game where G6 swarmlings could or could not happen. Um, I think that double east halflings could happen, like F5, F7. That's not unreasonable for halflings to do. Um, like dwarves can tunnel down to H8 or H6, which makes life awkward for swarmlings. Um, but that's only if they lose H7. If they get H7, then they're in business, right? So uh, it's it's probably just the case that halflings probably want to play E6 and F5 though. Make a town here, make a town down here, and then they have an option to like ship up here for a third town. Just like a two-town halfling game where you get some network points. You hope to outscore chaos on network. Um, maybe you maybe you go for like some shipping at some point. There's coins in this game, but it's not clear like exactly when you're getting those coins. There's no priest pass tile. Maybe someone like maybe you can priest to fire and fire one in round one. That's not the end of the world to like priest to fire one in round one. There's also no spade, which is interesting. Um, I'm bidding swarmlings, but I feel not great about it because it's not. G6 is your starting spot, but there is a way where this goes poorly. If halflings double east, like F7, H7, then you do have some problems. Actually, probably it's worse for dwarves if that happens because then you just open with double spade on H8, right? Maybe we should do a quick stock assessment over who's getting which pass tiles. But I think that dwarves and halflings in some order are probably taking big building and the worker power. That means that swarmlings. If I'm swarmlings, I probably want to see where all the dwellings are placed, but uh, yeah, I would probably wait to see where the dwellings are placed. But who knows? If I'm dwarves, my top priority is getting down to this G2 hex. I'm assuming that chaos is up here. I guess there's some pressure to like hurry up and get through this town before chaos beats you to D7 or something. Um, yeah, I'm probably overthinking things, and like things are just fine for swarmlings. The other thing I guess is that halflings are never placing H7, so you always get G5 on your first action, and then maybe you just open like G5 H5 two digs here, right? The sad thing for chaos is that this is actually a pretty great chaos track. Um, like you want to open with the big building, you want the early fire cult rewards, but your problem is that with gray in the end, you want like this temp ship, you want this, but like with gray in the game, like your shipping options are just so poor. It's almost certain that dwarves will be a better bet overall. halflings would really have to hate you to place h7. They're probably not going to place h7. They're probably going to place f5 or f7, so you're probably fine as swarmlings. And then you do get to open with double spade if you wanted. And then there's nothing really stopping you from placing h4 either. You probably want to dig h5 instead of g3, but then that costs you like a triple dig here. But it actually keeps your network options open, which is kind of nice. But then you have to start with this crappy power tile instead of this awesome tile here. Who knows? Like, maybe you can always just pass into round 2 and then dig up through here. I think my play would actually be to place g6, assume halflings aren't on f7. So then this town remains for you later. And then you just actually take the priest and send it to fire with this. As dwarves, like I said, I think that you just... I think round 1, I would probably take worker power. Round 1, I just temple and then tunnel. Round 2, that's when I start worrying about digs. Actually, no, I would take big building. I think I would take big building. See if I can get a spade. If I can't get a spade, then I tunnel to h6. Actually, wait, one sec. We can open sanctuary dwarves. That seems kind of fun. It doesn't necessarily sound good, but it seems kind of fun in a ridiculous way. So I'm now rooting for sanctuary dwarves to happen. As Chaos Magicians, I think that we're going to open Temple for Fire 1, Earth 2, and then grab the workers if they remain. If they don't remain, then we're kind of effed. And then we hope to be able to carve, like, this town at some point. It's slow. It's very slow. We're probably not getting a ton of cult points. No comments. Like, the good thing about Chaos is that we're going to open with hopefully a boatload of leech, but the downside is that the leech should go very, very poorly. I don't think that anyone else should take workers. That's our upside here, I think. People are probably going to fight for spades. Dwarves are going to start on a worker tile. So our round 1 is probably 4 actions as Chaos. It's take the big TP, take the dwelling tile, or take the workers, temple, and then big building. So that's 4. And then swarmlings are always taking 4 actions. I mean, technically they could go stronghold TP and then pass. I don't think that's super likely, especially if they end up on this cult bump. Halflings probably want to temple 2 dwellings, so that's 4 actions. Dwarves, okay. So we're playing halflings. So are we doing the e6 f5 line that we talked about? Do swarmlings place h4? Here it can't be that bad, right? It makes it tough to connect. That's the big issue. But it can't be that bad. If we're handed the big building tile, I think that it behooves us to open Sanctuary Halflings. Yeah, okay, so it is H4, so I think I was correct to stay out of this zone, because if if the double dig goes on H5 and G5, which is what I would do, then Halflings would be, this F5 would be totally screwed, so, okay. So I think that it's going to be Sanctuary Dwarves. Swarmlings probably pick a 3. Okay, so we're going to get the double spade. So this is all fine. This is all fine. Can we lose double spade here if we upgrade? I don't think we can because no one else took a power tile. We could give Chaos 2 power. Dwarves could give Chaos 2 power. Dwarves are never getting the power before us. Swarmlings. It would only be if Swarmlings upgrade here and I upgrade and Dwarves upgrade that Swarmlings would get power. So as long as I upgrade in the center, I shouldn't need to. I should be able to upgrade before double digging. The one bad thing is that we're not going to get any points off of this, but I think that that's a risk we can live with. It's a little sad because I do think that I kind of wanted to open with Sanctuary Dwarves, but it's probably a bit too memey anyway. Okay, Bleach going this way does make us happy. We are going to get quite a lot of Bleach here. Dwarves need to be a little careful to pass in front of us to secure G2. But I don't know if we actually want to mess with dwarves on G2 actually. It's very good. It's a very, very good hex for dwarves because it means that like that's their easiest route to a town. So maybe I should consider screwing over dwarves. Maybe. They take the priest, which is I think what I said that they should do. Should I take? So the question is, should I take Earth 1 here, or should I just be a good and take Fire 1? I think that it's Fire 1 or Earth 1, right? Earth 1, the upside is I immediately get 6 points. Fire 1, I'm probably not getting the first priest of fire anyway. If I were to get the first priest of fire, that would be a little more attractive, but I don't think I'm going to get that anyway. I guess like I'm never getting the 2 key towns, so I would have to hope to land on one of these points or these these coins pass tiles. Dwarves have a pretty decent chance of passing in front of us if we temple Earth 1 and go slow. Well, let's just do the double dig. I think Fire 1 is actually a pretty decent call. There's enough workers in this game, and I think we might want to be advancing our ship. We paid a lot of points to be halflings here, so I think that paying some points so that we can try to ship and connect somehow. It's not clear how we're going to. Maybe it involves like a very expensive dig on C4. Um, I think there's something to that. Chaos did get the predicted monster leech, but 2 streams in one day, nice. Yeah, yeah, man. Um, I'm pretty excited about it. I think if I manage to pass on to this temp ship, that's actually there's no way, right? Chaos always pass on to temp ship before I can get there. Um, so yeah, I felt like it might not be a bad day to do 2 streams. Um, I had the time, so what's gonna happen here? Dwarves are probably gonna take double spade. Um, they might even double spade themselves onto G2. They might spade here and here. That wouldn't be that crazy to me. How crazy would it be for me to pass? It would be it would be 4 extra points to pass right now. Um, that's a little too insane, right? Passing here. Because the alternative is I might build 0 dwellings in the dwelling round. I think I'd probably, because then I also get those dwellings out onto the board. Like if I don't pass here, then these dwellings don't get onto the board, and that's quite bad too. If I just pass for like this TP tile, and I build 1, 2, 3, 4 dwellings next round and a TP, how is that a bad round? Then I'm also in position at the temple for water 1. I kind of like that idea. I think it's kind of janky, but I guess the other thing is that temp ship is still there. Temp ship doesn't do me anything next round. I would need 3 ship to like really make anything happen. But yeah, this is kind of insane. I think I'm going a little bit insane here, but I think that Chaos might have messed up their conversions. Yeah, there it is. I think this is a great game for dwarves to build their, or for swarmlings to take Earth 1. So I do think that we're likely to miss out on Earth 1 because of our decision there. Um, so we'd better hope that we can find those points somewhere. Dwarves see that they're not getting the double spade next round, so they take a single spade here, and then maybe they can get a single spade next round too. It's a pretty nice dwarves game. We paid a ton of victory points and we just gave up Earth 1, so we have some doubts here. So Swarmlings did wind up taking the round that I said I would not really want to do, which is that they didn't build a temple. We would love to get this priest to air. We don't know if it's going to happen or not. That is definitely not the dig that I expected from Chaos. I think it's not good for them, and it's. But I'm happy that it happened. The only reason why I wouldn't be happy is that now B2 is threatened. Like I was thinking that this was a good town up north, but that definitely seems a little less likely now. Dwarves, hopefully they don't put priest to air, but I have to think that they're going to, because I would love priest to air here. Probably I'm supposed to just build these 3 dwellings and get out of the round fast. They go priest to earth. Okay. Well, that's certainly. I guess so. I guess Chaos was afraid of losing the spade, but like they could have rushed for B4, and they didn't. Swarmlings, I think, might advance their digging. I know that I said a bunch of stuff, and now I feel like a silly hypocrite, but I'm gonna be done. I think I'm not sure what Swarmlings are up to. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what Swarmlings are up to, but it's interesting. Chaos does advance their shipping, so they're going to get to A6. Okay, it's a dig advance for Swarmlings. That's cool. I approve of that. I don't want to give them too much power just yet. I also don't know if I'm actually building this TP. The TP gives us a little tempo here. It gives us coins, but it also puts us behind in terms of passing tempo. And right now, there's 2 good passing points things over here. In fact, there's 3, right? Like this is also not bad. Though I have to think that Chaos is going to beat me to that. They'll probably take that and open coins and then hard dig, build, something like that. Yeah, that's a pretty good round for Chaos. Dwarves are passing. They're going to pass for one of the coins tiles as well. And the fight is on. This is great. It's great stuff. I do wish I could get a little more leech so I could be in a better position to make this temple. Because, like, I don't really want to burn down. Actually, you know what? What's wrong with burning down a little bit? Swarmlings are always outlasting us here. They're probably going to take a very, very fast round next round. I think that they want to build G3 and H5 probably. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 workers. Yeah, and then they can build their temple next round, which means that I could still get water 1. It's a little unfortunate to give Swarmlings this leech. They're going to take a coins action with it, but it's fine. I think I can't really stop them from getting everything. And I think I'm okay with this. Like, I have no real reason to take another double spade action this game. And Swarmlings can't use this leech, which is why I'm giving it to them. They take G5, which makes sense. Now they threaten H6. Naturally, we're taking the points. Or the coins, rather. Can we try to take Earth 1 next round as well? We probably cannot. I think that we... What's the sensible game plan here? Temple Water 1 seems sensible. Okay, there's a double spade. There's a single spade. Do we have any rush on this pass tile? I don't think that we really do. So I think that we're just gonna take a slightly slower round here. We're not getting the 2-key town, but we could probably make some progress on the water and air tracks. Swarmlings, I think that what they should do is they should buy the coins followed by the workers. They take the priest, which is also fine. Actually, I'm not sure that the priest is fine. I think the priest is a little too much at this point. And they might undo it. Snake might feel the same way. Yeah, he does undo it. I feel like coins and workers are better here. Like, you're going to temple here, so probably for Earth 1 or for Water 1 rather, and then next round Sanctuary Air 1. Yeah, I guess the workers are a little more important, but they can still take the coins. But, like, I feel like taking the coins wouldn't have been bad. Dwarves are going to get Water 1 here, which is pretty freaking sweet. And they're going to get the 2-key town. Yeah, man, this is a pretty sick game for dwarves, I think. There's definitely a case that I should be coming after D7, I think. But I don't think that I can make that case just yet. Oh, dwarves passed on making a temple here. That's pretty interesting. Yoink. What do I have left this round? I have a cult bump. I wonder if Chaos will advance their shipping. I think that they probably should, but it's not clear if they will. Because passing early definitely has some benefits too. And we're just going to bump on... Let's make the bump on air. There's like some small chance that I get some like... That I take the... Actually, there's a pretty non-zero chance, right, of us going 2 TPs next round, taking the 8-point town, and then putting 2 spades here after putting a priest to the cult, to the air cult. I feel like that's actually fairly likely. This is interesting. I don't think that I would have played like that if I were Swarmlings, but it's definitely a valid way. And now I have to choose between temp ship and this. So what is my plan for next round, right? I think I want TP, TP, TP. So that's, and then I want to advance my shipping. And I want to send a priest to the air cults. I guess I could get 2 key town, right? 2 key town is even more interesting than yeah, okay. There's really not too much competition here, right? What I really want is just coins. Chaos decided to put priest to cult instead of elsewhere. That's entirely valid. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to try to hurt dwarves here. I guess I'm rooting for chaos. Like someone should be taking like this red hex away from dwarves, whether it's me or it's chaos. It's not entirely clear. Nerdconium is cooking. Yeah, Nerdconium is killing this. Like he's going to get water 1 simply because like there's chaos don't really have like a much better way to handle things than taking like chaos don't really have a neighbor for water 1, so it does feel like they're gonna get water 1 and the 2-key town. He should open the coins here. There's like no chance he's gonna lose water 1. I guess he could lose the 2-key town, but I think just putting priest to air is more important for me than he's going to rush the 2-key town. This is hilarious. I don't think it's very good for chaos, but they do have a lot of points, so. Swarmlings get their first spade action. I probably don't need 3 TPs here. I probably just need 2 TPs. Yeah, I think I've got enough coins. I might also just not need the 8-pointer, instead I should just be taking ship towns, but I do like the 8-pointer. It feels like it fits my game. Like the reason why I don't need that many TPs is because um, there's another TP run coming. To be clear. Yeah, like my real goals in this game, right, are just to advance my shipping and get myself out there. I think that we're probably fighting for second at this point. This is just pretty crazy of an econ for dwarves. Come to think of it, this is actually quite an annoying um, dig for me because it prevents us from getting this 2 hexes for one dig there. Um, yeah, I think that we're going to be advancing our shipping pretty aggressively now. I think we want that priest action if we can. Chaos takes the 10th ship, so knowing then they'll open with another double spade and take away b4. Um, like maybe that's a sign that we should be advancing our digging instead, but I do like advancing ship here instead, I think. That's 2 workers taken by dwarves. What's up with that? Are they stalling or something? And also, okay, swarmlings are passing. I don't think that I have really any reason to. I'm counting how many hexes I really need to connect, and honestly, like, even if I do lose, so dwarves are not going to pass and block me here. They're just not. Um, there's just like no way. And even if they do, I get this. So I think I will just advance my ship again. Oh, they want to build lots of TPs and just make a monster amount of points. I'm fine with that. I have a sudden fun idea. What if I do this? And then my 2 cult spades go on A8 and B4. That's a pretty decent way to try to get myself another town, right? I'll have 4 browns to build on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then I'll only need to dig 1 more hex, maybe get this hex as well. So yeah, this is all fine. and this feels like the more valuable pass tile to most people. I don't need 3 shipping, so... And I do need workers now that I built that extra TP, so... Yeah, I think that we're happy with this move. Yeah, Chaos just go there. They decide to be peaceable to us. And we will just go here. Should we hate Dick? Dwarves are in 3-town territory right now, but I think I need to... Like, I'm not, like, winning this game by so much that I can afford to, like, go after dwarves. I just don't have enough of my own stuff right now, so I do need to actually just focus on my own game. Dude, Chaos 1,000% needs to be taking the coins here. They can choose not to, but like it's bad if they don't. They do take the coins, yeah. Like this is already a town for you, so you don't need to worry about this bridge. Like that's the only reason that they should really be considering elsewise. Swarmlings probably should just take the double spade. They do. So dwarves are left with a single spade, which they could take after getting up here. So probably E9 is just happening next. Indeed so. Yeah. If they hadn't done that, then I would have considered blocking single spade. Like if I were already on B4, then I would have definitely considered blocking single spade. But as it is, I think I'm fairly likely to consider taking workers, but let's do this. A fast round is fine for us here, because we can just pass on to this. The ship VP, that is. There's the dig that we expected. Okay, Swarmlings did cut off the possibility of dwarves getting the 3rd easy town, which I guess does make a lot of sense. Dwarves have 2 more actions this round. They might block this, they might not. In round 6, the block is a lot more potent than in earlier rounds. That said, I guess I can just wait for Swarmlings, huh? Swarmlings also have a pass tile that I want, so... Okay, so Swarmlings are gonna pass first. Shit. They will pass before I want them to. I need to secure A8. I will consider passing right after Swarmlings onto the TP tile, I think. I think that probably is a responsible move to just lock up that TP tile. I would give up 3 points in a worker, I think. But there's like no other way that I'm getting those points. There's a temple. I guess it could be something crazy like air 3 and okay, it's air 1 and water 2. So that's good. Um, this does put chaos in range of like taking like a crazy air 3 on me. They don't take fire 2, and I respect that. I don't think that you need fire 2 really. And I'm just like not big on taking fire 2 if you don't need it. Okay. Snake advanced shipping, so he's going to build one more hex. That's all very good for me because I think that that means that I get to advance my digs once, which obviously as halflings we want to be advancing our digs. This is a little unfortunate for us. What if we pass first? Is that how bad is that if we just pass onto this? Because then we get the coins action as well. Oh wait, I'm not sitting after swarmlings. Swarmlings are dwarves are sitting after swarmlings. Oh, that was almost really bad. Yeah. Okay. So we're passing then. We're passing. We're taking the coins action. I guess there's a chance I could get some more leech here, so we will do this. That. How many workers do we need here? We need advanced dig, that's 2, right? Oh wait, we haven't advanced digs at all, so that's 4 workers to advance our digs. 6, 7, 8, or 6, 5, 6, 7 to dig this hex. And then temple for fire 2, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is a lot of workers. I think a workers' town is definitely desired. Do we need sanctuary? I think we really prefer temple, right? Because temple, I think we really prefer temple to sanctuary. Because we want to build more TPs. I just like the workers. There's 2 towns that are going to go away, so I will get the last good town. It's too much. Probably don't want that much. can get good leech from here anyway. Chaos probably just does something really annoying. Dwarves do not threaten us on network. No one really threatens us on network, right? Is Chaos threatening us on network? No. I think that we can probably end with 3 structures on our board. We don't need to get down to 2. Okay, so Chaos is going to win air cult from us. Yeah, our poor cult positions have really hurt us here. Maybe we were supposed to rush for that 2-key town. Then at least we'd be winning air. But I mean, then we would have 2 fewer points, right? So like, is that really that much better? Or 6? Yeah, we would have 6 fewer points anyway. So I don't know if that's that much better. Swarmlings have a 6-point TP, a 12-point pass, and a 6-point dig advance, plus a couple of resources in hand. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Oh, okay. Dwarves do connect. It's good for them. Yeah, we need the workers town. Which is fine. It's fine that we'll need a workers town. Because we'll still get a priest town at the end of it. Let's count the coins we need, right? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then probably an expensive TP, that's 18. 19, 20, 21, 22. And if I want to build another dwelling, that's 24. So I have the coins that I need. Chaos advances ship. They will be pretty close to tied with dwarves on network. Dwarves do have another town. Yeah, okay, so I can't beat dwarves. Fine. It remains to be seen if I can beat chaos. We are not going to help out dwarves by giving them any leech. I just realized swarmlings might have wanted to build this hex for network purposes. But now they're done, right? 118 passes 130. They have a resource point. They're going to send priest here, I guess. So 118, 130, priests here, and then a resource point 131, 131 plus this is like in the mid 130s. Okay. We have 2 TPs left. The 2 TPs will be worth 12 points, so that'll put us at 96. We have 2 towns left. That's probably like 16 more points, 112. We'll have a ship advance left. 116, and then this is 125. We'll win network outright, 143. We'll be in like the mid 140s. Yeah. We'll still have this left and the pass left, so doesn't seem promising to beat them. The good thing is they'll only get 6 points on network. The bad thing is that they're killing us in the cults. So it's kind of frustrating that swarmlings just gave up 2 points to dwarves like that. I wish that they had put their priests under the fire call, right? Like, I'm obviously going to come and beat them on Earth, or like tie them on Earth at some point. So this is 22 points for dwarves. And look at this priest. So that's 15 more points. Plus the pass for 8 is 23. So that'd be 135. Then this is 22, 157 plus 6. 163, yeah. It's too much. I don't think dwarves can use this leech anymore. Yes. Maybe a better game than I expected. They're going to make 2 more TPs. That'll be 104. They have Air 1, 106. They're second on network, 118. And then they have 24 cult points. That's 142. Chaos have 1 cult bump left in hand, so I'm never beating them on this track. I'm probably not going to beat them on here. I think that my priest should go one here, one here. This is still a victory point for me, right? Jimmy wasn't lying about screwing you, did he? What did he do? I actually, like, he didn't touch any of your hexes, did he? I wasn't. He killed your spades. Oh, I guess I guess so. Is that the reason why he spaded that hex? I was thinking that that was a bad move, but I guess like that gives a little more context to it. Um, yeah, he took the single dig on C2. Yeah, that was not great. Actually, I just saw this C3. I don't know what this C3 is. Um, I think that he's got you covered, like without too much concern. Um, because he's second on network, right? The second on network, like, is probably just enough. Uh, anyway, nothing personal, obviously, but I'm gonna put priest there, and oh, the double dig in round four. I was thinking that the double dig was bad. I don't know if he was doing it intentionally to mess with you. I guess he said that he was messing with you intentionally, so it could be that. Yeah, I assume that there was some backstory that I was missing there. Yeah, wide victory for dwarves there. Um, so what went so insanely right for dwarves? Like, I don't think that I played that bad of a game. Should I have just taken Earth 1? There's no way that taking Earth 1 could have been as good, right? Like, Fire 1 was. I guess that early pass that I made to take the double spade was a little iffy. But in the end, because in the end I was a little worker short, but I still got to take all like the good towns. So I don't think that my town choices were that bad. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not obvious to me that dwarves benefited so tremendously either. You would think that it benefited dwarves more than it benefited me. I mean, dwarves, I guess, got like a couple coins actions or something. But dwarves didn't even take many coins actions. They only took one coins action. So like they got single spades. You know, like single spades aren't good or anything. A pastime maybe they shouldn't have. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I just like I didn't see dwarves getting any exceptional breaks. Like they just got a lot of leech, but they were always going to get leech upgrading next to chaos here and me at the same time. I obviously like didn't. It wasn't anything personal that I didn't upgrade next to you. I was obviously just trying to get the double spade myself, which I did get. Um, I don't know. I kind of feel like dwarves just had like too good of a game. Like maybe I was supposed to disrupt them on D7 or something. Like if I just thrown one spade onto D7, maybe that would have made a difference. But you're still stumped on who Nerdconium is. I'm not really concerned about trying to figure that out. Like, um, I guess we can look at the, what happened here. But we took two double spades early, and we got a coins action in the mid game, and we took a workers action late. That's it. Um, took two priests, I guess. That's kind of interesting. Maybe two priests is a bit of a bummer one. We end up like only scoring 9 cult points. Well, one of them is late, so. Um, how do we do? We did well on the track. I guess dwarves managed to do everything with Earth 1, and they also got to use this big building pass tile better than we did, of course. We only got 2 TP points and shipping points. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we didn't. We did outscore the dwarves, so maybe like the bidding was they just had like a slightly better game than us, right? Like they only beat us by 9 points in the end. They only beat us by 9 points. We scored the same number of points as them. Um, so maybe we could have just been a little bit more judicious about taking leech in round like 4 or 5 for a few of those points, and maybe we could have tried to get onto one or two more pass tiles, but like I don't feel too bad about this. Gray is good in this color wheel. They were better than expected in this color wheel, I think. I think that I always think that there's a world where they lose one of these two hexes, like, but but yeah, it just wound up being pretty solid for dwarves. But I mean, like, they didn't score that exceptionally well. That's what I just can't get over. Like, they didn't score exceptionally well. I think that if Chaos gets the two key town instead, or if Chaos gets Water 1 instead, then dwarves probably just can't. Dwarves would have. Well, actually, they might have gotten almost as many points from Air 1 as Water 1. But I think that being able to play this tall, still getting network points, and getting basically none of their grays hit, right? I guess they lost 2 grays here. I don't know. I don't know. If you were auctioning, you would bid very differently. Swarms are like 7 points lower than you think that they were worth. Wait, so what do you think? Like, you think that you think that Swarmlings should have been better, or like Swarmlings weren't as good as you bid them at, or like you would have bid them even lower? It's not clear to me which one you mean. Um, but I do think that some of it is paranoia. Like the Chaos Magicians blocking your pass tiles. I don't think that they ever block the TP pass tile, but I think that taking the big building and the ship VP pass tile are probably just normal things for Chaos to do. So, oh, you think that they were overbid, but you wanted safety? Yeah, that's probably fair. Um, it's like one of those cases where maybe the move was to go for the double spade in round 1 instead. Uh, like you could have done that, right? But then you chose to take the cult bump, which I think is very reasonable. But like I think that it was always reasonably likely for you to get spade blocks. Like if Chaos had managed to pass, like in a regular game, right? Chaos probably passes on to the double spade instead of the single spade. If I don't do like my crazy like early pass, in which case they probably just double spade C3, and then dwarves or I will probably take the other one. So like just taking a long round one in general is just a little dangerous anyway. I don't know. It was a decent game. Like, uh, yeah, it was a decent game. Like red and gray is always kind of ugly, so we'll probably see what happens. Um, anyway, thanks all for watching. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for playing Snake. We'll probably see you next time. See y'all.